All right, we will get started. So take a moment to get comfortable, arrive on your mat, and nice to see all of you for mindful morning yoga, summer yoga. And find your breath wherever it might be hiding, taking in a big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Decide if you would like your palms open or palms down. Neither is right. There's no right or wrong. Choose the one that feels best to you. For me, I have been traveling and moving and doing, and down feels good. I'm landing and arriving back in my own body after sharing and giving and doing all of these things. And so notice which feels right. Maybe haven't tried both. And notice what feels right with your breath, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And shrug your shoulders up to your ears, even as we begin creating some sensations and tightness and shifting, squeezing your occiput into the shoulders and lower them, let them melt. And breathe once again. If it feels good, close your eyes. And if not, a light loose gaze. My invitation for this class, as most of you know, I usually have a theme, is the idea of alchemy and that changing state, and yoga as alchemy, and slowness as alchemy, and breathing as alchemy, and transformation. But we often think of it as relaxing or as something else. And thinking of it actually as something that changes your cells and changes your energy, which it does. But we often don't think about it that way. So breathing in that oxygen, letting it shift the energy in your body and in your cells, all the way to the pinky fingernail and the little toenail, and exhale, letting go of whatever you'd like to let go of to create space for that alchemy. And breathing in what you need, whether it's more oxygen, energy, hope, lightness, a sense of safety. Breathing out whatever would like to float away. And recognize that mindfulness and yoga in times like these, it's not here to change the external world. They're here to shift the internal world, to potentially create more capacity, more space in your heart and your mind, to give you the resources you need or you want. So breathing in more of what feels like what you need or want, letting it shift and create space in the internal world. And maybe the inhale is healing. Whatever your body might need for healing, your heart might need for healing, your mind might need for healing. Let it alchemize, shift, transform, change on the inside. And exhale, let it out. And we'll bring a hand to heart and another one atop, inviting the alchemy here in that heart space, pressing the heel of the hand into the heart space, letting the pressure create a little shift, letting the oxytocin create a little shift, and breathing in, wrapping your heart with breath and care and kindness, and exhaling, letting go. Sometimes we think that kindness and compassion are sort of fluff, but what if they are also alchemy? In this world where there's a lot of unkindness and strange things happening. I love that neutral way of saying it, strange things happening. What if kindness is what is needed? What if that is the alchemy, the magic ingredient thinking about chemistry lab in college. You put in the ingredients and all of it shifts around and makes some new substance. Thinking about the breath and yoga and movement and time and space as that. Allowing your mind and your heart the opportunity to see things differently, feel things differently. Breathing in and out. Letting the top hand on the bottom hand enjoy the skin to skin, melt some of the cortisol, leaning into the science of it. Since science is often about alchemy. And allow yourself to enjoy. And we'll bring our hands together. You can create heat or not if it feels calming and you just like to press your hands together. Noticing that that transition and change can happen from either. Pressing pinky finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, and thumb together. And press your thumbs into your sternum. Take in a big deep breath. And exhale, let it out. Setting your own intention, not about what you would like to become, but perhaps just letting some shifts happen as they happen, allowing, accepting, allowing all to be as it is, bringing in some of these helpful substrates, breath and movement, and letting go and seeing what happens. Trusting your body to know what to do, your heart to know what to do. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. When you feed yourself good things, helpful things, breath and stretching and time and space and community, they can alchemize into beautiful things. Setting that intention, whatever it might be. And when you feel complete, you can lower your hands and let things wiggle and calm. And we will reach our arms up to the sky, interlace your fingers, flip the palms to the sky, and stretch your side body, creating space here. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, tilt leftward. Root your right hip downward, keeping yourself safe with boundaries or guardrails here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, gently. More is not better here. Inhale, back to center. Drop your shoulders. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, slight arch back. Let your chest reach forward a bit. Exhale, round. Suck your belly all the way back, letting the shifts and the changes and the tingles happen in the back of the intercostal spaces, in your lower back, around your vertebrae. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, opening your arms out to the sides. Draw them back a few inches and have some wonderful snow angels stretching, creating in the sand or the snow, since it's summer, or maybe in the pool, in the water, in a lake. Once more, reaching tall. Stretch as tall as you can. Wiggle your fingers. Once again, shimmy the side body. Hips root down, fingers reach tall. Exhale, drop your right fist planted on the earth. Reach your left hand over. Root that left hip down, bend the right hip, create space. If it's okay for your neck, gaze over the left shoulder and look at the view, whether it's trees, sky, a ceiling, a fan. Once again, breathe in and exhale, see what you see with an open mind, letting things move, shift, change. Press into your right hand and we'll switch sides. Plant your left fist, root your right hip down, bend your elbow and stretch, and gaze over at the right side. Noticing the light, the sky, the sounds. Inhale all the way through every nook and cranny of the right side body, all the way to your fingertips. Exhale, blow it out over that right shoulder and notice what's over there. Once again, inhale and exhale. Pressing into your left hand, coming back to a seat. Your arms will be wide. Give yourself a huge hug, because why not? And squeeze tight, remembering you can always give yourself a hug. You don't need to wait for a hug. Squeezing tight, tight, tight. Releasing oxytocin, enjoying the pressure. Notice each finger pressing in one at a time. Notice the squeeze. Maybe enjoy a little rock. And open your arms out once again and switch sides. Enjoy another hug and let it be a little different. Maybe your elbows will be different. Your hands will land in a different spot. Breathing a huge breath in. Let the breath go to the fingertips. Squeezing tight. Notice the skin contact, the pressure. Pay attention on purpose. Exhale, release your arms out wide. Bring them forward once again into eagle arms this time. Right elbow under left. Your palms will meet. Bring your elbows to shoulder height. And notice the shift in the interscapular space. Allow the alchemy to happen. Very often we don't allow it. We want to control it. Breathe into that interscapular space. Press your elbows in opposite directions. Exhale, press a little more. Inhale, lift up an inch or a centimeter, whatever room you have. Exhale, lower to shoulder height. Invite the shift and the change. Send the breath to assist, always supporting yourself well. Press your elbows against each other. Relax. Lift up. This time, round forward. Exhale. Let your elbows come towards your belly button. And enjoy the release. Let your head and neck release. Notice the back of the intercostal spaces fanning open. Take in a breath, creating space everywhere in the backside body. Exhale, round forward a wee bit more. Let it feel really good. Let your head and neck be loose. No controlling, allowing. That's where the alchemy happens. Maybe even shift your weight and just notice. Inhale, come back to shoulder height. Untangle. Press your hands into space or the side walls. Let your wrists flex. Spread your fingers wide, all 10 fingers, spreading wide. Pinch your scapula, letting the shift happen. Exhale, let it out. And we'll come to eagle arms the opposite way without judgment. This is probably your tighter side. Bring your elbows to shoulder height and let that alchemy shift, change, transformation happen in that inner scapular space. We can often focus on it in a tiny spot, letting the allowing energy in, noticing the change. Breathing in and out. And noticing that it's not just the stretch, it's the breath, it's the state of mind, it's the energy, it's the intention. It's often all the things, more than the sum of its parts, is really the truth for yoga moves. Press your elbows together. Subtle is significant. Release. Inhale, lift up. Remember to allow. Exhale, shoulder height. Inhale, lift up once again. Exhale, round forward. Drop your head and neck and enjoy. Fanning out the lower back ribs. Breathe. Ensuring that your belly is taking good care of you, not just letting it all go. Inhale, lift up to shoulder height and untangle. Press your hands into the side walls. Once again, spread fingers, wiggle, squeeze tight, fist, and release, flicking whatever away you would like to flick away. Frustration, resistance to people who aren't acting the way you think they should, to the world, to decisions by others that aren't what you think they should be. Just flicking away your resistance. Lower your hands and let the alchemy happen, allowing the shifts, the energy, the blood flow to return, allowing the tingles. If you notice tingles in your feet, wiggle your toes. And we'll stretch our legs long to create some more space here. You can stay up on your block if you want, or slide off. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears once again, creating the tightness. And exhale, melt. Bring your hands to your thighs. and slide forward down to your shins and let the energy shift. Wiggle your toes, point your toes, and flex your ankles. Let the shifts happen. Don't overdo it. More is not better. Hinge at the waist here rather than round. Wiggle toes and fingers on purpose. Sliding up and stretch your legs wide, coming into that wide angle forward fold. If you are on a bolster, tip towards the front. If you're on a block, tip towards the front as well. And if you're just on your mat, make sure you're not rolled up in your belly. Sit up nice and tall. From the ischial spines all the way through your vertebrae to the crown of your head. Grow as tall as you can. Use your belly, create some space here. Wiggle tall, shimmy, open your side body. Drop your left hand down your left thigh and reach over. Root your right hip down. Enjoy the space. Visualize that space in the waist. Huge breath in. Gaze over the right shoulder and notice the tiny shift. With the shift of the neck, what happens? Subtle, significant. Allowing the shifts to happen. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, switch to the other side. I'm not sure if you can hear the power tools, probably on the farm next door. Maybe that's why I did yoga earlier in summer. But I'm thinking they're doing alchemy if they're chipping or sawing or whatever they're doing. In their own way, just not the yogi relaxed way. Inhale, reach up to the sky and bring your hands in front. Walk them forward and once again, allow the energy to shift. Point your toes and flex your ankles. Spread your toes, point them and flex them. And if you are on something, slide off gracefully. If you're on a block, maybe move the block so you are still graceful. And you'll let your legs be wide. Bring your hands behind, plant your fists, plant them into the ground. Pick up your hips and shift forward a wee bit. Sit up nice and tall, tall as you can. Ischial spines root downward. Your heart is shining forward and the crown of your head is reaching to the sky. Engage everything. Spread your toes. Sitting taller, breathing in, growing tall like a wildflower towards the sun. Exhale, let it out. Bend your knees, come into a butterfly pose. The chrysalis is probably the best example of alchemy. Letting your butterfly wings flap. Wrap your arms around your chest. Sit up on your ischial spines and grow tall. Breathe. Let the breath and the oxygen shift. Press your knees towards the ground, the earth. Notice each toe, one at a time, press against each other if you can. Notice the soles of your feet press against each other. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Fill your chest. Inhale and grow as tall as you can. Exhale, let it out. Maybe a horse's breath or maybe not. Draw your knees together and you're going to keep your right knee hugged towards you and your left leg will spread long. Stretch long, whatever. Move your belly out of the way. Your left hand will grab the outer edge of your right foot. Stretch tall and enjoy the shift and change in the outer hip and thigh and IT band. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Let your belly shift. Massage your belly as you wring it out. You might even rock a little bit. Have fun with it. And notice the sole of your foot. Turn it one way and the other. Gaze over the right shoulder and notice what's happening over there. Shifting back to center, hand will come to the back of your right thigh. Put your right foot over on the left side, have a rock and wrap and twist to the right. Once again, squeeze your knee tight. You might even pick your foot up if you need. Be kind to your hip. Gaze over the right shoulder. And just let whatever is happening in the hip happen. Maybe rock and massage. And we'll twist back to center. We're going to come into rock the baby. You're going to grab your right foot, bring it into your left elbow, and enjoy a rock. Enjoy your hip, allowing things to happen there. You might be still or you might move, you choose. And try closing your eyes. Notice what's different when you close your eyes. Notice what you notice. And when this feels complete, lower your foot, stretch it long, move the flesh of your seat out of the way, and you'll slide forward towards your toes, towards your big toe. Release your head and neck, rounding your back this time. Let the energy shift. 2 breaths. Filling the back body, filling your belly, even though it's scrunched up. Exhale, let it out. Sliding up your shins to your knees, to your thighs, and you will hug your left knee in. Give it a hug. Your right hand comes to the outer left foot and stretch long. Enjoy your left hip. Plant your left fist behind you. Grow tall and twist. Twists are spine lengtheners. Allow yourself to grow as you twist. And enjoy the sensations. Press your foot into your hand. Notice the view. Notice the sounds, what you see, what you feel. Let it feel good. Pause and breathe. Much of the alchemy happens in the pause, not in the actual movement, but in the resettling and the reintegration. Wiggling toes, sending some kindness to the back of the left leg and the left hip. And when you feel complete, you'll twist back forward, bring your left foot on the outside of the right, find your sit bones, setting yourself up for success. Have a nice, strong root. Wrap your right arm around the left knee and twist leftward. Grow tall once again. Enjoy the stretch. Creating space in the vertebrae, creating space in your lungs. Twist back to center, and we are going to come into rock the baby on this side. And I always like to invite compassion here because I can't do it right anymore, in quotes, after you all know I fell down the stairs in October and my ankle doesn't like it anymore. So I have to come up with a modified version. And that's okay. The babies sometimes don't like being held in certain ways either. So there you go. That's for my pediatrician friends. Anyway, massage that left hip and roll around. You can, of course, give yourself a massage anytime. Twists are an internal massage. You can give yourself a hug anytime. Letting those tactile sensations be alchemy. If you're stressed, rub a worry stone. Similar. Wiggling toes here. One more breath. And we will untangle and stretch long. And we're going to come to hands and knees, but grab your blocks if you happen to have them. And if you don't, no worries. Though if you are new to yoga, and I think there might be some new folks today, because I met lots of people over the last month in different places who I hope are going to join us, get some blocks because I like to use them. So bring your hands onto the blocks here as your tabletop, which is clearly not an actual tabletop. And if you don't have blocks, just have your hands on the ground. Inhale for cow. Stick your belly out here. Let your heart shine here. Feels different. And exhale, round into a cat. Inhale for cow. Let the front of your belly stretch, allowing the shifts and the alchemy here. And exhale, round. From here, bring your left foot forward. We're going to come into a low lunge here. Slide your back knee back. Bring the blocks under your shoulders, perhaps a fist. So you're up tall in a proud low lunge, kind of like a proud pigeon. Enjoy the alchemy and shift in the right hip. Think about it as like a marinating or a stretching of silly putty or something like that. And it sort of changes the form as it stretches, creating this space, letting it shift easily. It's not a slingshot that will snap. but instead allowing little bits of space, little bits of oxygen, breath. Send the breath, pour it in through your nose, down through your heart space, down through the right hip, into that spot, all the way to your toes. And let the breath pour out the other direction. Inhale once again, all the way through your breath, through your nose, through your mouth, throat, down the right side body to your toes, and out the other way. We often think of pranayama or breath work as complex, but that is also a version of it. Breathing in through your nose, through the tight spots, through your chest, through the hip to your toes. Exhaling it out the other way. Slowly press into your left foot, shift back into a half splits. Let the toes reach to the sky. Use the blocks here if you have them. If you don't have them, bring your hands to your left thigh and hinge at the waist with a flat back. And enjoy what's happening in the back of the left leg. Staying up high in your torso. Point your toe and flex your toe. Hinge at the waist. Still heart shines forward, not folding. Wiggle your toes. Notice these slight little shifts can make a difference, like a little shaking where the sand falls to the bottom. We think we have to make big shifts to make things happen, but what if little shifts are where the magic is? Sliding back onto the sole of your left foot. Pick up the block and bring it to the inside of the left foot. You're going to bend that front foot, and we're going to come into a lizard pose. Your right knee will go out a little wider. Shift onto the outside of the left knee, left sole of the foot, sorry. And you're going to open up your groin. Some of you will want to fold down and lean into it. Others of you might want to stay up. I encourage you to try staying up with blocks, or if you don't have blocks, you can take a look at me and just use your fists, but staying upright as opposed to getting as low as you can. And rock, as if you're maybe stirring a pot a little bit or rocking a baby who's asleep, so you don't want to wake them up. Allow the shift and the change to happen in the inner pelvic region. Breathing into it. And you will bring your foot back to the middle and either put the blocks on the outside or move them to the front. And you're going to plant your hands and bring that left foot back, coming back to tabletop. Find center. Pick up the left knee and bring it to the outside of the right knee. And you're going to fold back here into like a eagle pose, but face down, and enjoy your hips. Enjoy a little stretch. Reach into the armpits. The arms are more like child's pose. And have a little rock here, inviting some space into your hips. Coming back to tabletop, bring your knee back. Knees are hips width. Widen your knees, bring your toes together, and come down to child's pose. Lower your forehead. And allow things to integrate. Perhaps rock side to side on your hips. Let your arms reach as long as you can. Let your armpit stretch, your belly stretch. Your hips are stretching down towards your heels. Walk your hands to the left. Right hand will land atop the right. And breathe into the right side body, creating space for things to move and shift. Breathe into your nose and out through your mouth. Walk your hands the other way and enjoy the shifts there. Notice your heart hang light. Notice your third eye, forehead on the earth. There's often some alchemy or shift happening when the third eye connects to the earth. Let it happen. Rather than trying to control it, bring your hands back to center and take a moment here in child's pose, letting things integrate. When you feel complete, come back up to tabletop. Pick up your right knee and bring it to the outside of the left knee and shift back. Enjoy your hips, enjoy your armpits.
Your arms are working here a bit because you likely can't stretch all the way back. You might notice your shoulders. Use all 5 fingers to keep you steady. Let your palms press into the earth. Breathe. Come back to center, up on your knees. Widen your knees. And you'll grab those blocks once again. And bring your right foot forward this time into that low lunge. Bring the blocks back under your shoulders and rise up. Slide your back knee back. Let your heart shine forward. Take a moment here upright to let things recalibrate, accommodate. We allow our eyes to accommodate, but can we allow ourselves to accommodate, to arrive in positions? Pause to arrive. I often say pause to breathe, pause and be present, but pause to arrive. Send the breath into the left hip flexor. Wiggle your toes. Notice if you're gripping. Sit up a little taller. You can bring your hands to your right thigh if you have more room, and you'll notice a subtle but significant shift in the front left hip. Breathe. Pour the breath in through your nose, down through that left hip to your toes, practicing the same pranayama. And let the breath come from your toes all the way back out. Pour it through in your mind, fleshing things out, cleaning house, creating space. Space for things to shift, reorganize, land differently. And that's what meditation, mindfulness, yoga, coaching do. They allow you to reorganize, not with a forced way, but a settling. Create space and breath for that to happen. We will shift back to half splits. Your toes will rise up, your right leg will straighten, hinge at the waist, sending kindness to the back of the thigh. As many of you know, I talk about how things in coaching don't shift when we're mean to ourselves. Nobody changes from hating themselves, and the back of your leg won't shift and open if you're angry at how tight it is. Send the breath as love and kindness and energy. Wiggling toes. Energy is powerful. Breathe in. Pour it down to your heel here, and exhale the other way. 2 more breaths here, wiggling toes. Walk the blocks forward. We're going to come into that lizard pose. I have so many lizards here right now, so I'm going to honor their cuteness. They sure know how to relax in the sun. Roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Let your knee flap open and send some loves into that pelvic region. Maybe rock. You can lower if you wish. You can be on your fists if you wish. Sitting up in the tall version of it, the proud version. So I like to call it. We call it proud pigeon when you sit up, and this is proud lizard. And notice the view. Notice the little things. You might notice different things now as your body's in a different neurochemical state. It's already alchemizing. Rock and enjoy it. And we'll lift up, come back into child's pose. Enjoy a bit of a release. Throw the blocks ahead of you, lower your forehead. And slowly walk your hands towards your knees. And coming up, we're going to come into broken toe before we get on to our down dog and a few other standing poses. Because broken toe is a beautiful experience of alchemy. Lifting up onto your knees, you will tuck your toes under, every one of them, all 10, even the little one, unless your little toe is tiny, tiny, and then it won't reach the earth. Lower back onto your rear end and have a rock. Massage your toes. Let it happen. It's a practice of allowing even when there's a lot of tension involved. Also remembering, however, to be kind here. Don't overstretch. When you need to, lift up and allow that to be fine without any judgment. Rocking. And notice the view. Notice each and every leaf. Notice the light. Notice the birds. Notice the artwork if you're inside. Notice a window. Notice the sounds and the smells. My husband's making blueberry pancakes, and I can smell them. Lifting up onto your hands and knees and bang it out. Send the alchemy into the floor with potentially a little anger or energy or whatever you like. Let it feel good. Enjoy it because it feels good. And when it feels complete, come to stillness. See if there's any more you'd like to bang out. There probably is. Let it happen a little bit longer. Don't short yourself. Come to stillness again. Curl your toes under, plant your hands, and lift up to down dog. And from upside down, notice the view. Allow the shift in perspective. Bend your knees generously. Press in and reach to your hips to the sky. The hips are the apex. Inhale, lift up onto the tippy toes. Let your hips reach to the sky. Your forehead reaches to the earth. Huge breath in, lifting up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, lower your heels. Allow the shifts. Bend your left knee, right heel comes to the earth. Allow the energy. We so often want to control it. In practice allowing in yoga, letting what is, letting things move and happen when they're not in your control. Press your right knee, bend your right knee, press your left heel to the earth. Come back to center. Lift up onto those tippy toes. High, high, high. Lower your forehead towards the floor. Come to stillness. Take a huge breath in. And exhale a horse's breath, the bubbly breath. The horses are back next door, so we have to do a lot of horse's breath in their honor. They're eating a lot of the grass to prevent fires. I love it. Right foot grounds into the earth, palms ground into the earth. Inhale, raise your left leg to the sky. Roll your ankle. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Gaze under your left armpit. Check out the view. Re-square your hip. Reach your heel to the back wall. Press, press, press. Everything engaged here. Inhale, press. Exhale gently. Bring your foot between your hands. Come up to the high lunge, which is a tricky balance. Widen your feet. Create space. Treat yourself well. Give yourself support, whatever you need. You can also hold on. I have this awesome railing right here. Isn't that nice? Bend your back knee and straighten it, and bend it a little bit and straighten it. Find a good spot for yourself. Notice whether you need a longer stance, a shorter stance, a wider stance. Bring your hands to heart center. Thumbs come into your sternum. Press into your sternum. Close your eyes for a moment. Notice if you want to engage your right glute, engage the right inner thigh. Open eyes. Straight your front knee. And bend. Bend down a little farther than you think you might want to, and just notice. Inhale straight. And exhale, bend. Inhale straight. And exhale, bend. Notice how it feels. Reach your arms up to the sky. Send some love to your right hip flexor here. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist rightward. Your right hand's going to come behind you. Your left hand's going to come in front. Move slowly. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Left hand behind, right hand in front. Steadying yourself with inner steadiness. Inhale, reach to the sky. Bring your hands back to heart center. Inhale, press the thumbs to your sternum, hinge at your waist. Hook your right elbow on the left thigh. Press your hands together. Press your right heel back. And just enjoy that. Stretch in the back of your calf. Come back to center, rise up. Hop your back foot forward. You'll probably need to use your hands for steadiness. We're going to come forward to fly in warrior 3 because it's fun. Lift up your 5 toes on the left foot. Notice the 4 corners. Shift your weight into the toes. Raise your back leg. You can keep your hands at heart center for balance, or if you wish to bring your arms out, you can do that. Do what feels right for you today. You can wiggle your back toes, roll them. Press the thumb into your sternum. Inhale, rise your torso up. Bring your knee in front and pause. Wiggle your toes. Straight your foot out in front. Focus. Bend your knee. Shift back to warrior 2, warrior 3. If you need a railing or a wall, use that. And lower your foot alongside the right and stand up. Have a wiggle. Shake things out. Really shake things out. Roll your ankles. Let that somatic stuff happen. Shake out the crap, as I like to say. I wonder if YouTube will think I'm swearing. Probably, hopefully not. Come back to center and find stillness. Find Tadasana. Lift up 10 toes, lower them down. Palms will open to the front and close your eyes. Let the alchemy within happen, allowing the shifts and the change. Use the breath to create space to allow things to reorganize. Bring your hands to heart. One hand on your heart, hand on heart, checking in. Notice how you feel. Breathe in, let your chest rise. Fill with breath. Exhale, let it fall. Checking in on your intention, how you would like to move forward. Showing up on purpose, deliberately for the world and life as it is, not trying to change it, but how would you like to experience it? Remembering that mindfulness, meditation, yoga, coaching, they don't change the reality. They change your perception of the reality, your experience of it, which gives you capacity to change it, to solve the complex problems, or to navigate your way through them when they're not solvable or not in your control. It's empowering yourself and gifting yourself space, flexibility. Bringing hands together, press your thumbs into your sternum for a moment, sending yourself love and care and compassion, and sending everyone here love and care and compassion. Lifting up all 10 toes and lowering them down, and sending everyone out in the greater world love and compassion and kindness. Lowering hands, open your eyes, reach your arms out and up, slight arch back, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, drip forward. Inhale for a half lift. Your heart's going to shine forward. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Pause here. Find center and steady. Bend your knees, lower down, chaturanga, wrap your elbows in, lower down. Inhale, heart shines forward. Exhale, lower down. Curl your toes and press up to downward dog. Enjoy the view. Yoga inversions are intended to be perspective shifting, physiologically and in your mind. Letting downward dog be both. Ground into the left foot, the ball of the left foot. Engage your belly, raise your right leg to the sky. Roll your ankles, stack your hip if that feels good. Let it feel great. Amazing. Roll it in all the directions. Re-square your hip. Engage your glutes, stretch. Big inhale. Everything working. Exhale, bring your foot between your hand and rise up to high lunge and take your time to find steady. use a ledge or your thigh. Square your hips, right hip back, left hip forward. Bend your back knee and straighten it. Find the spot that feels good. Notice if you want wider, shorter support. Bring your hands to your heart center, straight your front knee, and bend. Inhale straight, and bend. As you bend, sink in a little lower. Inhale straight, and bend. Reach your arms up to the sky. Wiggle your fingers. Twist leftward, left hand back, right hand forward. Inhale, reach arms to the sky, move slowly. Exhale, twist rightward. Inhale, forward. Drip your hands to heart center. Hinge halfway. Hook your left elbow over the right knee. Come into a high lunge twist. You can use a block here too if this doesn't work for you. Enjoy the calf stretch. Come back to center. Rise up. Press your hands into your sternum, your thumbs. We're going to hop the back foot forward and shift forward into that warrior three. Bring your back leg up. And if you wish, stretch your arms and fly. You may want to bring your hands back, forward. You choose. Maybe to your hips. Steady your heart, your belly, your back foot. Slowly rise your torso up. Bring your knee forward. Extend your leg. Bend your knee. And shift your way back to warrior three. Bring your hands wherever feels fun for a last moment here. Bring your hands back to your hips. Lower your back foot alongside the other one. Land gracefully and shake it out. Rolling ankles. And we'll make our way to lying down. If you have a block and want to use it here, you can, but you don't have to. Give yourself a minute to arrive. Pause and arrive. And let the alchemy happen as you melt into this big, beautiful earth. Letting the earth beneath you hold you and support you. Noticing the parts of you that are in contact with it, that are creating connection with it. Bring your knees to your chest and hug them. Give your sacrum a massage. Come into happy baby. Soles of the feet reach to the sky and look at the sky or the ceiling. Press your knees towards the earth. Rock a bit. Straight one leg if you can. And straight the other if you can. Maybe straight both if you can. Enjoy the backs of the legs. Bring your legs together if you can. And you'll bend your knees, bring your heels towards your groin. Enjoy the stretch. Release your feet to the earth. Plant your feet on the ground. Widen your feet. We're going to come into bridge pose here. You can do it supported bridge or without a block and have it be an active bridge. Walk your heels towards your rear end. I'm going to cue the active bridge. Plant your palms on the earth and untuck anything that's tucked. Press into your feet, your hips. Reach them to the sky, coming into an active bridge. Shimmy your shoulders underneath you, grab the mat and tug it towards your heels. If you wish to just slide the block underneath you and rest today, that could be what you need. Hips reach to the sky. Knees energetically connect. Reach, 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 reach. Engage your glutes. Lift up on your tippy toes. Reaching even higher. Lower your heels. Lift up your toes. Lower your toes. Release the mat. Untuck your shoulders. And lower down. Untuck. Grab the block if you happen to have it. Lift up your hips and slide it under as if you're going to be in a supported bridge. I recommend lowest, but you could do medium setting. Take a moment here. Bend one knee. Shin is parallel to the ceiling or the sky. Bend the other knee. Connect your knees. Raise one foot to the sky and the other foot to the sky. On the block, or if you don't have a block, on the floor. Let the blood flow come back to the heart, to the head. Your hands will be light on the floor. You're using your sacrum for stability, your belly for stability, letting your heart melt into the earth, the scapula support you. Enjoy the sensations of the readjusting. Point your toes and flex your toes. Wiggle your toes and admire them. Toes are magical. Babies so appreciate their toes. As adults, we forget. Point your toes and flex them. And here on the block, if you're on the lowest setting or on the floor, if you're on the middle setting, don't do this. Have a little temper tantrum with your feet. Enjoy the shins, enjoy the release, flicking out, letting go of whatever you'd like to let go of. Using belly is stable, sacrum is stable, torso is stable, simply your feet shaking, wiggling, releasing, and come back to steadiness, stillness. Pause. Pause and arrive. Notice your breath. Bend one knee and the other. Your heels can come down by your rear end. Lower one foot and then the other. Pause here for a minute. If you are on the block or even on the floor, stretch one leg long, but if your back pinches, do not do this. Stay where you are. Stretch the other leg long. Enjoy your hip flexors and your psoas. Reach your arms up above. Stretch them long, 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 reaching in all directions. Bring your hands back by your side. Bring one foot back and the other foot. Lift into your feet. Pick your hips up. Lower your hips to the earth. Bring knees together, feet apart. Reach your arms over your head in an easy cactus shape. Drop your knees to the right. So your knees are knock-kneed before you start. Left knee reaches to the right front corner of the mat. Energetically. Your left psoas should be feeling pretty delicious right now. Breathing in. Don't overdo it. If this feels too much, you can use a block under your right knee or a pillow or a bolster. If you wish and have room, gaze to the left. Look at the view. Enjoy the space. Bring your gaze back to center. Bring your knees back to center. Reorganize your hips and your shoulders. Inhale. Drop your knees to the left. Right knee reaches to the front left corner of the mat. Let it feel amazing. Enjoy it fully. If it doesn't feel amazing, readjust. Alchemy happens in the hard, but it also happens in the softness and the openness. In fact, oftentimes more happens there. In our medical training, we only learn one kind of alchemy. Work really, really hard. And you can turn something into a diamond. Gaze to the right if you wish. But the softness and the marinating also works. Could you allow time for both? It's not one or the other, but both in your life.
And if this whole first part of your life was one, maybe there's a lot of room for the other needed, or maybe there's a balance. Bring your gaze back to center and your knees back to center. Allow your knees to windshield wiper a couple times and take a minute to do anything that feels incomplete, whether it be a stretch or a pose, anything that you would like, that your body is craving, calling for. Don't judge it, just do it as long as it's not painful and helpful for your body. And when you're ready, settle in for Shavasana. It could be knees bent, soles of the feet on the ground today. Your arms could be overhead. Your arms might be by your sides with palms open, legs extended long, with toes reaching outward. You choose. Choose what feels really good. If you have a bolster, you might want to put it under your knees. You might want to have your Shavasana be reclining butterfly or Supta Baddha Konasana. And don't let the choice overwhelm you. Pick one, doesn't matter. And if you're miserable and you're doing it and you're like, ooh, I don't want to be here anymore, change. Someone asked me that at a retreat this week. It's like, well, if it's hurting, am I supposed to stay there just because it's Shavasana or mindfulness? No is the answer. Change. Sometimes we say sit with the pain, but you don't have to. Most people in medicine were experts at that. We could be a little less expert. So get comfortable. Allow yourself to be comfortable. Take in a big deep breath, pour the breath, excuse me, absolutely everywhere. Into your tippy toes. And exhale, let it out. As you let it out, release and melt into wherever you find yourself. Letting go of control of the breath, letting go of control of your body, your muscles, your mind. Allowing this to be the epitome of alchemy. Letting everything accommodate, adjust, re-equilibrate. Let it be a marination of the most delicious kind. Allowing yourself to rest, restore, replete, and rejuvenate. Shavasana. Feel free to stay as long as you like. If you feel ready to come out gently, deepen your breath. Ever so slowly, wiggle a finger and a toe. Take another deeper breath. Wiggle a few more things. And enjoy an absolutely delightful, delicious, restorative, nourishing stretch. Let it be as nourishing as absolutely possible. And make your way slowly to a comfortable seat. No rush.
When you arrive, bring a hand to heart and another hand to top. Noticing what has happened. Noticing that alchemy, the shift, the change. Allowing it to continue. Pressing that heel of the hand into the heart space, releasing some oxytocin, sending yourself kindness, compassion, wishing yourself well. Wishing everyone practicing together here well. Wishing everyone near and far well. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. May we all have a week of alchemy, allowing the shift and the change, allowing awe and wonder to create change, allowing beauty to create change, allowing kindness to create change, allowing pauses for the shifts and the changes. May you all have a beautiful week. The light and love in me reflects and honors the light and love in each and every one of you. Namaste.